Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Yeah, man, Q&A. Fridays equals Q&A. Thank you very much for the questions, man. I see bare questions. Obviously, the lighting does not want you to see it. But yeah, man, let me try to pattern that up. Ooh. But yeah, man. Anyways, let's crack on. Like I said, thank you very much for the questions. It means a lot, man. You lot, like last week and the last other episodes, well received. Bare questions, but let's crack on. We're wasting time. Top to front or back to top? Let's start from the top, man. Biggs 014 asks, will Ozil sign his contract? It's a bad January, but that would give me half a reason to smile. I hope so, bro. But I mean, anything can happen in the Arsenal minute. Like Arsenal have proven, whether it's Gnabry, I'm sure Gnabry, Theo, Ox, Alexis will join it. Whoever's left Arsenal, there must be a group chat that these lot laugh at Arsenal and that. But yeah, anything can happen. There's nothing Arsenal fans can do. All you can do is wipe your emotions from this, and what shall be, shall be. You just got to take. It's of great pain that there's nothing you can do as an Arsenal fan to stop this going on, this effery that's going on at the club. But at the same time, it's our greatest strength. There's nothing we can do. Just be at peace with your mind. So yeah, let's crack on, man. Truth asks, what about solidifying the defence and midfield by the close of this window and getting attackers in the summer? Now I feel you, bro. He's obviously speaking in regards to the Aubameyang, Malcolm, and all these Mkhitaryan and all these guys being linked, and Alexis going, who knows, with Ozil and all these guys. He's obviously speaking about that, and I feel him. He's not wrong at all. Because what do I sit here and say? We need a centre half. What do you guys see? You need a centre half. It's not even at the point where we're criticising these players because we've said what we said, but we need a centre half. There needs to be a presence in midfield, whether you always want to play that presence, whether it's different options for different games. I don't know. You could go against City with, you could do bare stuff. The one sort of guy we could call destroyer, that's one strength is going to be breaking down play, whether you think he's good or not, was Coquelin. On the basis of that, you need that in your squad collectively. He's now departed. Maitland-Niles, you'd like to think eventually will get his chance, but we don't know when that's going to come. Other than that, there's not really anyone with that strength. Benassia could have done that to a degree, but he wanted to seek pastures new. Yeah, there's not really anyone that can really do that. You're looking to Onene, and yeah, again, I don't want to criticise players, but so I feel you in that regard. But at the same time, Alexis going, Theo gone, regardless of what you think about these players. Giroud, on paper, looks like he might go as well. I don't think it will happen. Well, in fact, I don't want to say I don't think it will happen. It could happen, but logically speaking, why am I trying to have logic with Arsenal? It could happen. So if that does happen, that's 3 out of 4 of your top goal scorers last year. Ozil was probably full in and amongst that, in it. But yeah, right now he's still at the club. Obviously he's leaving. But let's crack on. Alexis, he's not having the best of seasons by his own standards, but he's still our second. If he's joined, no, he is outright Arsenal's leading goal scorer at this moment in time. 30 goals, 15 assists last year or whatever. Theo, 19, regardless of what you think about him. These are players going out of your squad. You need to replace them. You need attackers. We're bad even with these players. I know it makes no logic. With a world-class player like Alexis Sanchez, we were bad. But we need to get some players in. And I feel you, but you're not wrong, but I feel you, man. But we do need to get players in. Tom asks, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I don't want to say, I'm not going to say the usual back home, Jamaica or Barbados, like I would say. Brazil, I'm not necessarily religious. I come from a religious background and things like that, but I'm not necessarily religious. But I'd like to go and see the Jesus statue, and it's Brazil, man. What else do you need to say other than that? Probably Bermuda, in the West Indies. Probably Bermuda. Maybe Maldives on a little image thing. Abu Dhabi on an image thing. I don't know. But yeah, you've got another question. If you could manage any team outside the UK, who would it be? I'm going to have to say the typical Barcelona. That'd be the first. Napoli, because of the way they're playing football. I'd love to just do that with the players they got. Jamaica's national team. I'd actually like the England job, regardless of what I say about England's football team. I know I can't say that. See, you got me job in Spain, I guess. Anywhere in Spain, but that's a good question. Next, Impulse asks, I've got questions. I just want to hear your opinion. And everybody else's. This was obviously a comment. Does this Aubameyang deal make any sense with the squad we have and with Lacazette? Because for me, this deal simply makes no sense. In terms of the deal, formation, and serving the squad we have, I have no vision from this player specifically. I can hear you. If it was up to me, we'd probably be going for Fekir and things like that. Maybe Mahrez. No disrespect to Aubameyang because he's a decent option. I've got a couple things to say. Firstly, I'll say about Aubameyang. We've scouted this guy and we were on the verge of signing this guy many times. So it's a player we know. So he is a good player. But at the same hand, could we say, playing devil's advocate, could that be panicking now? We could be forgiven for panicking because Alexis is going. But if you've scouted Aubameyang intensively and you've known how good he is, and we've documented, we've been in negotiations before from Aubameyang, allegedly, is it panicking to a degree? But I can see Aubameyang coming. You'd probably think you've got to play 2 up front. You'd probably think 4-3-3, interchanging positions. You'd be also be inclined to think someone might have to put in a shift out wide. But you could do a lot worse, and Arsenal could sign a lot worse. Do you remember that season, whatever January it was, we started bringing in players to replace, and we was bringing in the likes of Arteta, who went on to be good, Mertesacker, decent, Santos, and all of these guys that came in that thing. So yeah, man, I feel you though, man. VJ Pyro asks, I don't know if someone has asked this, but what's your favourite Arsenal kit? The Arsenal, was it 04? Yellow with the blue collars, man. That used to have that. My name and number 7 was amazing. You got another one. Is Mkhitaryan coming underwhelming? What do you think he'll bring to our squad? Well, he's a creative player. For me, he's got a deceivingly burst of pace, like over a couple of yards. He showed that when he scored against Spurs, whatever year that was or whenever that was. It's going to be... It does feel underwhelming. Of course it would, because Alexis Sanchez is going, but he's a decent player. If you could get him playing to what it looked like at patches at United before Jose was rubbing him out at times, when he was at Dortmund, you've got half a player there. Now, my worry is he's 28, 29. That's nothing against the player. I'm not even talking about the player. But aren't you going to be in this situation again to a degree? Like, you're going to give him a 3-year deal. Let's just say he's balling out to his 31. Aren't you going to get into this again? There has to be an option of a 4th year to avoid certain things again. Yeah. Obviously, he'll be past it then, but that's just a broad thing. Like, we kind of need to bring in some youth at this squad, or guys that are coming into these 28s and 29 years in a couple years' time. Forget. But yeah, let's carry on, man. Yeah. I think Mkhitaryan will bring decentness to our squad, man, but I don't think there's much more to say on that front. Yeah. As a player, you've got another one. As a player, how do you deal with poor form? Well, all you can do is just keep trying. I know it could be, that's ironic and it makes no sense, but all you can do is keep trying, essentially. Just keep working hard. If you're a striker, just keep getting in positions. Try not to think too much about scoring. Just keep working hard. Keep offering an option. Keep wanting the ball. Because like you saw with Pogba, I told you guys, last year, I said Pogba, we all know, I've been saying that, and anyone knows Pogba was going to be a success in the Premier League, and he'll probably win the league for United, with United. It was when they were getting smacked against Chelsea and people were saying he was playing bad. You could see he'd come good because he's still trying to get on the ball. He's still trying to do things. You're a midfielder, creative player, you keep doing that. You're a centre-half, you keep trying to get in tackles. When you get ripped once, you don't think about that striker ripping you again. You focus. It happens. I've been ripped. Not too much, but I will never hear about them scores. But yeah, man, that's what you can do, to be honest with you. Scott asks, what's your opinion on Ndidi as a replacement for Coquelin? How much do you think he is worth? Right now, though, I ain't trying to pay. In an ideal world, 15, 20, because, I've told you guys I'm kind of tight like that. But I'm not really trying to buy Ndidi right about now. He's a decent player. I must admit, at 1 minute I think he's decent, then I think he's decent with the passing things and stuff like that and breaking down plays. All right, I've got a lot of time for him. But I don't know for the price, to be honest with you. I mean, Arsenal signed a lot worse. I'd take him at this moment in time. He could be moulded. I know we're not going to coach him and make him better, but to flatter myself and humour myself better yet, yeah, man, that would be cool. Ideal, well, 20 mil, like I told you, man, but yeah. Ryan asks, if we don't sign a centre-half or promote a DM, should we promote Bielik and Shafe? On one hand, you could say yes. On the other hand, Bielik looks like he's joining his old club on loan, allegedly. Don't quote me on that. I'm not these transfer dons. That's just what I saw online. He might be going there. Hopefully, it's the Championship. Shafe, he's a decent passer. He's silky. He's very underrated. You see my vids about that. But they both need to go and gain experience. I'll be up for promoting them at the same time. They need to play football. And you don't want to be, like you see at these clubs, you're training and you're in first team training, but you're not playing at the end of the day. And they get into pivotal ages. They need to get some experience, learn from mistakes actually at men's football and stuff. So, yeah. Karslan Dorji asks, do attacking players flare under Jose Mourinho? Of course, he's won the league with attacking players. I mean, they've made the difference. Obviously, to a degree with Jose's system and things like that, there's only so far a creative player can prosper versus if he was in a Pep side, or as stupid as it is and as rubbed as Arsenal are, a Wenger side or something, for example. So, yeah, how Hazard would be playing under Jose is going to be slightly different to how he'd be playing for Pep, even though he'd be demanded to track back and them things there don't get twisted by Pep. So, yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. You've got another one. A country you would love to visit. I answered this already, but I'll say another one. Dominican Republic. Hopefully that answers yours. Oscar asks, Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang or Lacazette and Fekir, what form of deadly duo do you prefer? Lacazette and Fekir, bro. I don't know why, but I just think that's so, man. Probably the elite celebrations from both. Obviously, Aubameyang had celebrations and they need to bring that, and them two together, Lacazette and Aubameyang, might be a madness. But yeah, Jacob asks, out of the players deemed excess or not good enough to make it at Arsenal or sold for whatever reason, how many do you think were good enough to make it, e.g. Szczesny, Gnabry? Well, them two for sure that you just said, Chesney and Gnabry. I miss Gnabry like mad. Crowley, maybe if you gave him a chance, you don't know what could have happened. Lucas Perez on the basis that he could have been in the squad. Daniel Malin and Benatia for me of recent. There's been so many. I mean, for whatever reason, Ox, if you can say that for whatever reason, if that falls under it. But yeah, Coquelin 34 asks, do you think if we signed Lucas Torreira, my guy, and Ndidi, it would be a good partnership similar to Santi and Coquelin? They'd work well together. They're both young, very naive, respectively in their positions. I'd say Torreira's a bit more rugged than Santi. Santi's on winning the ball back, but Torreira's on it as well, just because he's small. He's a bit like a pit bull. But I see you're thinking that's decent, to be honest with you, man. Ord, my guy asks if you could pick two teams from any era to face each other, who would you pick and why? Oh, Brazil 02 versus Spain 2010 for first, because, I mean, you saw the 3Rs and all them things there versus Iniesta, Xavi, etc. You saw that yourself. I'd say Arsenal Invincibles versus 98. Yeah, them two sides. Oh, Barcelona's treble side, was it 2015, the one that won the treble? I'd say them versus 2011. I think the 2011 lot will batter them, but at the end of the day, these man won treble. But yeah, I'd love to see that. Hopefully that answers your question. Truth884 asks, bro, I was saying that we need to get defenders now in January. We can get Evans / Nzonzi before the deadline. Both of them are decent players and they're calm, and Arsenal could do a lot worse. But again, it's just underwhelming, especially in regards to Evans. Evans is a decent player, and I'm definitely taking on Nzonzi. And Nzonzi's not underwhelming. But would Arsenal do it? Can we do it? Or are they just going to tell you, oh, we tried the wages, or there wasn't enough time, we'll be back in the summer, X, Y, Z. So yeah, I'm going to just call you G, man. I can't say your name, bro, Ski. You got bare things there, but Big love deluded. My question is, what percentage do you think Wenger, a chance of Wenger resigning is? None. He's shown he's invincible, so that's none. Hayden Jarvis asks, big up DG. Who's your pick for the Champs / Europa League? Champions League, I gotta go with debate ones, innit? Barcelona look decent. I know they lost the game against Espanyol, but they look decent. Munich, you got to say them as well. You've got to respect Real Madrid regardless of their form because they've won it twice in a row now. PSG, I'd love for the Brazilians to do it. I'm a neutral like you lot. It's literally whoever wins it. If Arsenal can't win Europa League, I'd love Lyon. I don't think they'll do it, but I'd love Lyon to win it. Yeah, but there's some decent teams from Champs dropping in Europa, so I don't even know, man, but I'll look forward to watching it. Jason asks, with Mkhitaryan's arrival, what does that mean? Does that mean Ozil's more likely to leave in the summer? Lovely. I would love for him to sign a new deal and both would play together, but you know Wenger's going to say, yeah, we had this in mind, like he said with Giroud and Van Persie. So yeah. Kieran asks, you looking to go to the Emirates anytime soon? You see now we're playing. No heart. No. Thoughts on Reece Nelson stalling over a new deal? Well, obviously from an Arsenal fan's perspective, you guys would probably want him to sign a new deal, and obviously I'd love for him to sign a new deal, but if he deems that he can go abroad or wherever and play more football, and he just owes himself all the development in the world, to be honest, at this moment in time. He's 17, 18, one of them ages there. He just owes it to himself to play football and do his thing, to be honest. So, yeah, and Arsenal shouldn't be in this position. But, yeah, Assad asks, thoughts on Aubameyang, and what does that mean for Lacazette? It don't really mean anything. Both could play together, bro. Yeah. Jaden asks, if everything goes to plan, what would the 2022 World Cup side look like? I don't know, bro. You put me on the spot, man. Document, not create. I always tell you guys, I don't know. Hopefully Holding's there. Maitland-Niles is there. I don't know, man. You put me on the spot. I need to think about guys that will be in their peak and young players. You put me on the spot, man. You put me on the spot. I'm going to definitely think about that. Should Nelson follow Jadon Sancho and depart Arsenal? That's your next question. If again, like I said, he owes it to himself to get the best for his development. If he goes abroad or to another club and deems that they'll play him and focus on him and help him develop, he does it. He should go, in my opinion. As much as I'd want him to stay, like players owe us nothing. That's how real it is, and you've seen it as an Arsenal fan. But guys, thank you very much for the questions, man. Q&A done. I big up yourselves each and every time. Get in the comments, subscribe, do the rest of it, man. I'm out.